doing a fan film for Spider-Man 4. I'm going to go over my theory and plot on what the movie can be about. Not the fan film, but the plot about the movie. So start off with the fourth script for Spider-Man. Spider-Man 4, The Greatest Battle Continues. So, Tobey Maguire would be playing Spider-Man. Same person would be playing Mary Jane. John Malkovich would be playing the Vulture. Not people would be playing. Okay, so in this chapter of Peter Parker's life, Peter is yet another slump, evicted from his apartment by his strict landlord, Mr. Dickovich. His relationship with MJ is now rockier than ever, and it also doesn't help that his internship at Fisk Industries was unfortunately cut off after his lab assistant Dr. Connors was abruptly and very mysteriously let go. It also seems that a mysterious thief known as the Black Cat has shown up to inform Peter about his previous boss. Dr. Connor. Previous boss Venom, and now there's a new villain who is going to be the Vulture. And if things couldn't get any worse for Peter, a new villain has also emerged known as Mysterio. So basically, there wasn't really much about the script or my script idea, but there was some images that showed Spider-Man robbing probably the fake Mysterio, or Spider-Man taking him into the police office, which is no way how we would do it for Spider-Man 4. And this movie would be set to 2011. Pretty sure the 4th of July 2011. That would make a big change if it was actually a thing. Andrew Garfield would never be Spider-Man. Spider-Man would never be in the MCU. And we would still see the first, one of the first Spider-Man that I've ever known, apart from Steve Ditko, Tobey Maguire back. So yeah, isn't much to it. So yeah, okay. So after that, we had my own idea script for Spider-Man 5, and it should be called The Phoenix Rises. So here's the plot. In this chapter of Peter Parker's life, Peter is delighted to be happily marrying the love of his life, Mary Jane Watson. And just as life seems to be going wonderful for Peter, like always, things take a massive turn. Peter's old college professor, Dr. Connors, has been studying and experimenting with cross-species genetics for an absurd amount of time, and it seems that Dr. Connors has made a huge scientific breakthrough with a new fully developed cross-species serum that Kurt has finally perfected all on his own. And so, thinking that the serum will be able to regrow his previously missing arm, Kurt decides to use the serum on himself. Long story short, the serum ends up backfiring on him, horribly ends up him transforming into a gigantic lizard. Once Peter learns of what has recently transpired with his old professor, he's utterly horrified and immediately gets to creating an antidote that will think he will be able to restore his old professor back to his original human form, and mentally. However, the lizard refused to take the antidote and instead causes mass chaos in New York City, the one place that Peter has vowed to protect his entire life. So, Spider-Man 5, you could say, was meant to be about the lizard and all that. So yeah. So it was meant to be about the lizard, and I don't really know if there was any other villain. any other villains to be introduced in the movie, but yeah. In the last movie, Spider-Man 6, Maximum Carnage, here's my script. In the final chapter of Peter Parker's life, a new mysterious red symbiote known as the Carnage crash lands on Earth and attaches itself to an ever-present psychopath named Cletus Cassidy. Once bonded to Cassidy, Cletus becomes Carnage, an even more powerful version of Venom that cannot seem to be stopped in any way possible. That is of course until Spider-Man shows up to face against Carnage in one thrilling showdown to finish off the glorious Spider-Man franchise and then take him to a bell to get it off the ends. Okay, now that's not it. There is a couple of more movies that I'll stream on, and this isn't for Tobey Maguire, it's for someone else.